that. Hello, everyone. Hello, Internet. Happy Friday again. I'm trying something a little different today. I'm kind of stealing this idea from Pipeline, the wonderful streamer community I've joined recently. Recently, they do a thing where every week they do a hang-in chat where they get into a chat room and just shoot the breeze. Wow. And so I thought maybe we should do that. Hey, Spaz.
Hello.
I thought maybe we should do that. So if you're online right now, you can hang out in Twitch or Discord. You're more than welcome to come to our Discord, and we have a voice room in our Discord you can come to and join us and hang out. I thought we'd just chat. And one of the best games to just chill to and chat to is Jumpgate. Because I don't really do combat in Jumpgate. I'm much more of a hauler and a miner, so it's great for chatting. I can't believe I finished Mass Effect 2.
That was great to watch.
Thank you. I was really surprised that I finished. Honestly, very surprised.
I'd gone through the story myself about 4 or 5 times.
Oh wow. 4 or 5 times. Gee.
Well, see different endings, different paths to take.
Like how many endings are there?
Classes play differently.
Oh, I see.
Well,
That's
it's not
right.
that. It's the choice at the end, for example, that will be different, and whether you carry that on to your Mass Effect 3 playthrough, for example.
Right. I'm not so sure I felt about that choice I made.
You didn't make a bad choice. There were no wrong decisions with the choice you made there, because you're going to get one outcome or another, but neither is necessarily better or worse than the other.
Okay. Well, that's good, I guess. I'm not sure how to feel about it. Because all the characters were like, "You done messed up, son." I'm like, I don't know.
Well, a few of them were in favor, and a few of them were cautious, but ultimately, it was your call.
It's true. True. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I should. Core. Let's head down to Quad Core. Oh. Oops. I didn't realize I already had a mission. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay. Hang on a second. I'm like, why am I full of synthetics?
Purchase completed.
Now I realize last time I was playing, I had a mission where I was delivering synthetics. Oh my god. I haven't played this in a while. But this is such this is such a great game. Chill to. Oh, I am nowhere near where I need to go. This is gonna be a road trip. Definitely gonna be a road trip from hell. Why Tri-Point? Why did I already say Why did I say Tri-Point? That's what's on the other end of the damn galaxy. Alright, fine.
Charging weapons and defense systems. Please stand by.
Hello, Andon DN over on Twitch. Did you know you can still play this game? It is free now. There should be... it is jumpgate-tri.org. And yeah, you can totally play this for free now if you want. I'm playing it for free right now. And it's great. The population is a bit low, sadly, because it is kind of a product of its time. You know, it is very grindy. It is very grindy. But if you love this particular grind, you'll be okay with it. I'm okay with it. But it's more grindy than maybe more modern games. You know. Yeah, man, Spaz, I'm telling you, I was not sure if I was gonna just jump right into Mass Effect 3. I was like, I don't know, I might be burnt out from Mass Effect 3. You know, I don't know. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm not burnt out from Mass Effect 3. I have to find out how this goes.
And yeah, that's how I was hoping you were going to feel about it.
Yeah.
That's why I pushed you to play Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the gameplay is quirky. It's so 2010. But yeah, it's definitely worth playing at least once. I don't know if I'm going to go back to it because it's such a time commitment. And I really enjoyed the Infiltrator gameplay, even though I like never used Cloak, which I know is like the big deal.
Well, it just depends on how you play it.
Yeah.
If you'd gone, say, Engineer, you wouldn't have had the sniper rifle, but you would have been able to use Incinerate a lot more often, or you would have had other tech powers that you could throw into your repertoire.
Oh, like what are some other tech powers? I loved Incinerate, but what are some of the other ones?
Well, there is the AI hacking, for example.
Right. I use that quite a bit.
Too.
Yeah, I use that quite a bit. That's true. That's true. But yeah, once I started, I swear, once I put Incinerate on that middle mouse button, it was like I'm kicking myself that I didn't do that sooner.
The other powers of the Engineer include Overload, which is it bursts the shields of the target.
Oh wow. That would have been useful.
And then there's also Combat Drone, which you saw Tolly use quite a bit.
That's true, yeah. Combat drones are great. Oh, God. Hey, 5-0 over on Twitch. Come on. This came out in 2001, originally. And especially for its time, it was really astounding. It was really something. So, I mean, of course it has similarities to Elite. It's a big open space game with like semi-realistic physics and blah, 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 blah. But I think it's better than Elite Dangerous because it's more focused. It's the galaxy is just this. It's a lot smaller and much more contained. But that means, oh, hey John M, thank you for the follow or the subscription. What was that on? I should not be streaming to YouTube. Hang on a second. That's got a subscription. That might be on YouTube. Anyway, thank you for that. So
the show is being live on YouTube, but
yeah,
it's just going to
show. Yeah. All right. It is very impressive. There's a full-blown economy. In fact, there's an API you could use. Someone actually made a website. And let me post it in the chat here. where you can see the entire economy in action right there. You can see inventories, you can see prices, you can use this data to like find a good run from the station you're on to like another station you got to go to. You can see which stations produce what pieces of equipment and what things they need. And this is all great when there are a lot of people that need those things, but the problem is a lot of people who used to play this have moved on, so the population is really low. Even though it's free, you can play this for free today. Absolutely free. I'm actually running it in a window, which is why there are black borders on the side of the stream there, because it looked kind of weird stretched out. But yeah, it's jump. Oh wait, I'll just paste it. Whoops. The game still responds to key presses, even if you've alt-tabbed out of the game. But yeah, it's a great game. It can be very active or very chill. I prefer the chill kind of play. I'm more of a miner and a hauler, but there is a AI enemy in the game that you can fight like in just about any system if you want combat. And the physics are semi-realistic. There's inertia, but there's also drag. So it's a very active game. But it's also a great game to chill with and to have a chat, listen to music, listen to podcasts. It's kind of like a European. It's kind of like Euro Truck Sim a little bit. I usually listen to disco and funk music when I'm playing Jumpgate, but since I'm streaming, I'm just using the in-game music, which, as you can hear, is a little more techno-y. A little bit. But it is a great game.
Go wrong with the Kyoto connection, but that's not if you're streaming.
Well, the problem is, I mean, they have a YouTube safe mode for their game, but I don't know how that works. Like, does that work when you're only playing their game? Do you know what I mean? Like, if I'm playing another game and using that music, like I thought about that. Like, I could put on the safe tracks from Rebel Galaxy Outlaw, but I'm like, do I have to be playing Rebel Galaxy Outlaw to do that? So I thought I would just play it safe. Now, joining Pipeline as I did, it actually like comes with a subscription to a royalty-free music service. So I might actually try that if this goes well, and start using that, because as much as I love Jumpgate, the music does get a bit repetitive because there aren't a ton of tracks.
That's fair.
Yeah. So oh my god, I can barely see that thing. Oh, how far away is it? Oh, no wonder. Okay, let's see. Okay. I'm trying to line up properly with the edge of the gate. You never want to go right in the middle of the gate because that's dumb. Oh, someone's in the game. Wow. Well, that's good to know someone else is playing. There's a galaxy-wide chat, which is a really great thing for this game. I don't know who Donnie is. But, okay, so hopefully that does it. Oh. I should change the keys. Not what I usually do that for. Oh my god. Oh, there's 2 other people playing. Oh my god. Wait, I can look right now and see how many people are playing. Database. Pilots online. There are 5 pilots online, including myself. That's not terrible. For a game this old? Even though it's free? I mean, yeah, not everyone's going to play this, because, I mean, you could play it. No. Back in the day, when Jumpgate was at its peak, there were hundreds of people online at one time. I miss those days. Sort of. I sort of miss those days. Hang on. Oh, can I not send a link? Oh, I guess not. Oh, I can. Great. Oh, is that an asteroid right in my flight path? Oh, crap. Okay. I gotta slow the hell down. So, the thing I'm carrying, the synthetics, are very heavy, which makes me very slow. That's why I'm using my afterburner to slow myself the hell down right now. Oh my god, come on. Afterburner and brakes use the same fuel. It's that blue line on the right there. Okay. Jesus Christmas. Okay. Let's see. Now we've come to a stop. Yeah, there was an asteroid right where I was headed. Glad I saw that. There's only a... You can only see certain things up to 50,000 distance units away. And so the gate was 60,000 units away. That's why I could only see it when I got closer. This should be better now. Okay. Whew. That could have been a disaster.
The asteroid wants to meet you face to face.
Back in the day, in one system, there was an asteroid that was lovingly called Emma. She was between 2 gates in this one system, and she was almost completely black. So she was very easy to miss, and she claimed a lot of lives. Or ships. You never died in this game. You just got sent back in an escape pod and had to rebuy everything, which is kind of a pain, because not everything is available everywhere. So if you wanted like the best equipped ship, it's like, okay, I gotta go here to get this and here to get that. So yeah, if I had splashed that asteroid, this would have been a completely different stream. I'm like, I'm done. Goodbye, everyone. Gosh darn it.
It's a way to prove your ship is flat.
Oh, God, yeah. So I don't know how much money I'm going to get with this mission, but I'm doing it for the experience. Because equipment in this game is level gated. So, like, the radar I want is, like, a couple levels above where I am. So I need to do missions. There are other ways to get XP, but missions are like really one of the best. And that's why I'm hauling all this stuff halfway across. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 jumps left. That's fine. Oh man, yeah. But yeah, back in the day, there were dozens, if not hundreds, of people flying at the same time, and it was a very different game. Well, it was the same game, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Donnie. Hi, Donnie. Are you watching the stream? You should say hello in the chat if you are. Say hi. Yeah, I have a long way to go. I don't know. I don't know why I chose this particular mission, but maybe it's because it's got a good payout or something. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, that's what happens when you come back to a game for a while. Where was I? What was I doing?
I have no memory of this place, yes. God, this system is so dark I can only see the blinking lights from the gate, and I gotta kind of guess where to point myself. Okay. Watching on your phone, oh boy. Especially I have a long way to go with such heavy cargo. This is one of the heavier cargoes in the game, so I'm going to accelerate pretty slowly. Not that this ship is the fastest ship in the game, but it's faster than a hauler. Well, is it faster than a hauler? God, I'm not sure now. I just like this ship more. This is the ship I'm flying. It is called the Khamsin. It is the heavy miner for this race. And I know it looks a little phallic, but that's because that's a giant mining beam right there. And yeah, this ship can hold the biggest. This is the only ship that can hold the biggest mining beam in the game. Okay, I think I'm on the right track. And it's my favorite ship. Yeah, I've flown every Quantar ship, and this one's my definite favorite because it's got, it's versatile. You can put like regular guns on it and the mining beam, so you're not totally defenseless. Got a good cargo space. Yeah, this is my favorite ship. That's why I just don't switch to anything else, really.
Use what works.
Yeah, no, I love this ship. I love it. Now, if folks, if you're interested in playing Jumpgate, you can totally play this with a mouse and a keyboard. I know a lot of pilots, at least back in the day, never had joysticks. The neat thing about this, though, is there's one of the few space sims I know about that will use all three of my pieces of my joystick, throttle, and pedals here. Like, there's only a few other games that'll do that. So it's really nice that it recognizes multiple devices and axes. So I could, like, have my pedals, I have my throttle, have my stick. Pretty great. Is Jumpgate Radio still a thing? In a minute. Nope, it is not still a thing. Oh, Jumpgate Pirate Radio. Oh, sheesh. Hang on. I should jump before I do this. Okay, Pirate Radio. Is this still a thing? No. No, it doesn't exist anymore. Shouldn't advertise it if it doesn't exist anymore, you guys. Come on, come on, come on. All right. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right about there. There we go. All right. So, next week I'm streaming Ark for the first... I'm playing Ark for the first time. I got a key for their new thing, Genesis. I asked for one because for some reason the product description spoke to me. I didn't think I would get one because I've never played Ark before. I've never streamed Ark. I've never recorded Ark. But they gave me one. So I was like, okay, I guess I have to do this now. So hopefully it'll be a funny let's watch the noob die a lot stream. Have you played Ark at all?
I have not.
Okay, I know Jim and Hunter are big into it, but I am not that. I'm not. You know me. I'm not really a survival gamer. I do enjoy it on occasion, though. But this had something
for
about.
me, it depends on the game.
Yeah, but this had something about missions and challenges. I'm like, really? That's really all you need to get me into something. Missions and challenges. So did you notice, one thing I wanted to talk about today is, did you notice all the DLC that dropped this week, like out of nowhere? Like,
Yeah.
we got Gladius, the Warhammer. We knew the BSG stuff. We knew the BSG DLC was dropping. We knew that was coming. The Gladius DLC just came out of nowhere. The Tau DLC dropped out of nowhere. Just boop. And then the AI War 2 DLC also out of nowhere. Like, I don't even think he ever announced that. It's just, here it is. That was amazing. And then Master of Magic hit Steam with DLC. Like, what? And that DLC is also on GOG, which is crazy. Like, here's some DLC for a 20.
My understanding was that DLC is a long-time mod.
Yes, that
just incorporated into the game.
It's been made like an official part of the game now, because Slytherin and Matrix, like, they own the rights to Master of Magic. They're actually, I think, making a new one, and like they did with Fantasy General. Excuse me. And yeah, so they basically incorporated that mod into the official release. So apparently you can't download it separately anymore. But that's pretty cool, because Master of Magic, it like fixed a lot of problems with vanilla Master of Magic. A lot. Because that game had, as wonderful as it was, or is, that game had a lot of problems. A lot of problems. So, folks, if you'd like...
It's been years since I played it, to be honest. But
it still holds up.
I loved it.
It still holds up. Did you ever get a copy of the Magnificent Strategy Guide for it?
I did not.
Oh, if you can track that down, it is probably one of the best strategy guides ever made. It's so big, and it has, like, so much detail. I'm not sure if Caster of Magic, like, ruins it, but, like... It's just an amazing read. If you love the game, it's just an amazing, like, oh my god. There's so much to this game. I kind of think it's still unmatched. Like, Age of Wonders has come close, but I don't think anything's really topped it. It's in its little niche. So, folks, if you'd like...
There have been attempts.
Yeah,
no,
many.
I'm just saying, there have been attempts. Not all of them all that successful.
I was about to lean on my armrest here, but then I remembered it's not here. Because I have to move it to use the joystick properly. Folks, if you'd like to join us on the voice chat and Discord, there should be a link to our Discord below you in Twitch. And you are more than welcome to join us. We're just in a regular open room, which we call the Hollow Suite, because we have a Deep Space Nine theme on our Discord, because we love Deep Space Nine. For many of us, it's one of our favorite shows. And so we kind of have a general DS9 theme going through the server. But it's also a great server. We have hundreds of people. We have dozens of developers just hanging out. Aha, wait. Oh, God.
We have over 100 dead.
Wait, what? Where the hell am I? Did I jump to the wrong place? Where am I? Bargate. I don't know where I am. This is what happens when you don't play a game for a while. Where am I? Why am I there? That's nowhere near where I need to be. How did... I don't know how this happened, but I got severely off course. Somehow. I thought I was following the waypoints.
You should have taken that left turn in Albuquerque.
Yeah, right. I thought I was following the waypoints. I wasn't. Oh. Yeah, I thought I was following the waypoints, but maybe I wasn't for some reason. God. Am I that rusty at a game I've got thousands of hours in? I must be. Yeah, I've got, I think, at least 5,000 or 6,000 hours in Jumpgate. It's my most played game of all time. And I was heartbroken when they shut it down, but when some mysterious Russian benefactors brought it back, I didn't complain. I still don't know how. I have no idea how this is running right now. I have no idea how this is running. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Anyway. Yeah, this is really a great game to chill to. So, everyone in the chat, and Spaz, you included, what have you been playing this week? What have your big games been for the week? Mine clearly has been Bloody Rally Show. To the detriment of other things, that is all I have played this week. That's been it. You've been busy with Genesis Alpha 1, I'm guessing.
Oh, yes, very busy with it.
Because now you're their community guy now.
Well, no, not really. I'm unofficially there. What I end up doing is answering questions on the Discord. It's not even an official thing, but they threw me into the special thanks section of the credits, so I'm the last name in there. But I'm writing the Steam guide for the game.
And how much has changed since we last played it on Epic so long ago? Like, how much has changed?
Let's see. You played it, I think it was February of last year when you played it.
Yeah, like when it first came out.
A little bit before you did. Yeah. Since then, there were 2 patches, and then the patch this week, which have many quality of life changes made to the game.
That's good. And then I'm sure those changes came to the Epic Store version as well. That'd be stupid not to.
Yes, the Steam version and the Epic Store version have the same amount of content. The only difference is that the DLC, which is the Rocket Star Corporation, it's a separate corporation start. Mm-hmm. That was a pre-order bonus on the Epic Store that is not currently available, but will be patched into the Epic Store version.
Oh, that's cool. That's good to know.
So anyone who pre-ordered the game, they already have it. If they bought it on Epic after the pre-order, they will still get that DLC included.
I don't know if you saw on Twitch, but 5-0 is trying to get his head around Stellaris. We are not the biggest Stellaris fans around here, we'll be perfectly honest.
It's not to the level of hate. Don't get
No, it's not
wrong.
hate. It's more disappointment. It's more sadness. For me, at least, it's sad. It's sadness and disappointment. Because it's like I mean, Paradox has made amazing things with Crusader Kings, Europa Universalis, Hearts of Iron, all wonderful games, wonderful. And then you have Stellaris, which feels like a cheap copy of Distant Worlds to me. Nowhere near as good, and with some decisions that make me. I don't think I've gone back since I played it that when it first came out. I mean, I keep saying I will, but do you know what the sector thing is in Stellaris? Do you know about that?
I do, yeah.
Yeah,
that's why you stopped playing.
Yeah, that turned me off so much. I just hate quit. I hate quit, and I've never really been back. I think the sector thing is a horrible idea. I don't know if other people like it. I hate it. And so I just haven't been back, and they keep releasing stuff for it, and I'm like, I should probably try this again for the sake of the channel. But it's like I just have a hard time, especially with so much else coming out. I'm like, I just
yeah, I'm finding that with all the stuff that is coming out and all the stuff you're trying to focus on, some games are just going to have to sit by the wayside and wait their turn.
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair to Stellaris, they've also switched project leads 3 times now.
Yeah.
And that's changed the dynamic of how they're trying to make the game. So from what I'm hearing, it's gotten better than it was at the time you quit.
Well, that's good. Yeah, 5-0. That's why I don't play Distant Worlds anymore, because I've moved up to 1440p, and it doesn't scale, and you can't make it scale, and it's so tiny. I really hope Distant Worlds 2 is going to be good. We know it's coming. I hope it comes soon, because my God. I hope. Oh my God, I can't wait for that. Cannot wait for that. That's going to be an early morning podcast, though, because I think the developer is in New Zealand. So if we ever have them back on, if we ever have them back on.
I don't mind.
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta. Hang on a second. Hey Google, set a reminder to send a Google form to next week's podcast guests today at 4 p.m. God damn it. Google can't verify my voice. I'll just freaking add a manual. Just freaking add a. The gate is so far away that I have time to do this. Mail. Orion. I gotta return. I haven't played Orion so long. I gotta make sure I get some time with it this weekend. You have a copy, right?
I do not.
Oh, okay. I gotta fix that. Maybe you weren't there when we had them on last. Remind me today. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I made a reminder. It's great, but I haven't played it in so long. I gotta get some time in this weekend. I will send out a form today asking them for a key for you, so you can get some time in before the show.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. It's all about the free games, man. That's why we do this. No, it's not why we do this, but it's a nice way. It's a nice thing, but it's not why we do this, because we love developers. We love people who make space games or make games in general. Like, how hard must it be? I know we talk about this with every developer, but I just can't get over why anyone would want to make make a game these days with like 1 billion other games coming out. You know, like, why do that to yourself?
You asked me that question when Carmine and I were on as guests.
Oh.
It's very I mean, that's going back years, but still.
Right.
The mentality is still the same. It's for the love of it. Why else?
Speaking of Carmine,
to get rich.
Speaking of him, I don't think we're ever gonna see Quintet 2, are we? Because he's just
So he's teaching now.
Yeah,
He's working on his PhD and
Yeah.
he's teaching computer science and game design. So
Yeah.
he's going to be busy for the
a
next
long time.
however long that's going to be.
However
yeah,
long.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think we are ever going to see Quintet 2, which makes me sad. Because Quintet was very, very good. It still is. It still is, of course. Okay, following the waypoints. Am I going the right way this time? Jeez, yes I am. What happened last time? I don't know. Thought I was following the waypoints, but I apparently wasn't. Now I am. He's Louise. But yeah, I mean, besides Dying Light 2 hopefully coming out this year, Distant Worlds 2 is like my most anticipated game. But we don't even know if Dying Light 2 is still gonna come out this year. You know? I mean,
we
there's...
can hope for it.
I know, but there's so much going on with it that I wouldn't be surprised if it slips to like early next year. I mean, the way they have the choices matter and everything, it like looks crazier than even Dying Light, which was already crazy.
And we haven't even gotten to the following yet. And the following is even bigger than the slums and Old Town combined. All the content in the slums and Old Town that we've seen so far, it's still dwarfed by what's in the following.
But that's because there's vehicles, there's buggies and crap, right?
Oh yeah.
So have you touched the following at all? Have you played around with that at all?
No, I've been waiting until we can get to it.
So you have to finish the campaign in Dying Light before you can jump into the following?
I don't think that's the case, because you can get to it from the main screen. You actually have to start a game in the following in order to get to it.
Well, we should finish the main. Yeah.
Yeah, we should finish it.
Yeah, absolutely. Agreed. Okay, we're lined up. Yeah, and who knows how far along we are. I don't. Feel like we have quite a bit more to do in that game before we even get to the following. And then we've got the following. Was there a free weekend last weekend or this weekend?
It was last weekend.
Ah, poops. Gotta tell people to jump on it. You didn't jump on it, folks. You should have. It goes on sale fairly regularly, I know that, but still. I'm just glad I fixed whatever was causing the motion sickness the first time I played it. Ugh.
I do kind of wish we could run it with a full team before, but since we can't, we will work with what we got.
It's been fine with two. I mean, yeah, I agree, but at some point we'll have to see if we can get Jim and Hunter in on the action. I think they both own it. I think.
I'm sure they do, yeah, because they've played it multiplayer before.
Yeah, so they should join us for some stuff. Does the difficulty scale with how many people? Do you know? Like, would it be harder with?
I'm not sure.
And would we have
but
more?
I know the loot is still going to be instanced, so even if you have 4 people, you're going to get 4 times the loot in total.
It's such a genius move, you know, to make the loot instanced. I wish more co-op games would do that. You know, that's just the way to go, especially if it's co-op. You don't want people fighting over loot. You know?
Yeah, especially since you have people with different kinds of skill sets. If, say, they're focusing on firearms, you can say, hey, I got this gun. I'm not going to be using it because I'm focused on melee. How about you take it? And then they drop it.
Right. I don't know if folks on Discord know we're chatting. I don't know if folks on Discord know that we're actually chatting. There's so many. We have a lot of channels on our Discord, and the And because we have a lot of channels, the voice chats are way at the bottom. And so people might just not know we're chatting right now. So they might not know to stop by. I mean, we have a fairly lively bunch of folks who chat regularly on our Discord. Oh, I don't even know if they know we're here. Because it's such a huge Discord. And it kind of needs to be, because we talk about a lot of different things. So.
And none of it just focused on space games.
Exactly.
Some of it is, well, it's all over the place, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Diverse taste.
Well, that's the thing about, like, if you're a space gamer, you're not just one type of gamer, because that covers so many different things. It covers strategy games, it covers flight sims, it covers space station building games, you know, it covers such a wide swath of things that there's always going to be some cross-pollination, which is what I love about it. Like, if I tried to make a site only dedicated to space cockpit flight simulators, it'd be like nothing. There'd be like hardly anything to talk about.
And then would you branch that off into the more arcadey or the more sim-focused games, and then you could pretty much narrow your focus to the point where you only have a few dozen games.
Yeah, exactly. That would be the shortest podcast ever. Have like 8 episodes, and that'd be it. Totally be it. Come on. Hey, Memory Leak Death.
Howdy, guys.
How are you, man?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Fantastic. It's Friday afternoon. We're about to have a weekend, playing some Jumpgate, trying this chat thing. I shamelessly stole this from this community I'm in called Pipeline. They do this every Saturday night, and I can never join them because I'm hanging with the wife on Saturday night. But I'm like, why don't we try this with our community? You know, see how it goes. You know. And if,
yeah, luckily enough, I happen to be off today, so.
Oh, nice. What do you do?
Programmer.
Oh, okay. I tried that once. Didn't stick.
I hear you. It's I've worked with a lot of people who are like, yeah, this was cool, but I'm gonna go do something else.
Well, and to be fair, my last company, they were like, you have 6 months to become a full-fledged web programmer. And I tried. I really did. I really tried. But in the end, I mean, if they'd given me a year, I probably could have done it. But 6 months is a bit.
Yeah, no, I hear you. For me, I do mostly full stack stuff, so I don't really do the web that much. But if this hadn't worked out for me, I have no other skills. So.
Well, you could try and be a full-time streamer like what I'm doing. And so many other people.
I like playing games for fun, but I don't think I like doing streaming for fun so much.
Well, streaming is fun, but at the same time, it's a different type of fun. Because, like, when you're streaming, you kind of have to be on. You can't just relax. You're like the host of your own talk show where you're the guest. And the host. I love it, but sometimes you gotta not do it. What have you been playing lately?
This week I've done some Mass Effect 1.
Oh wow!
I see that you've been doing Mass Effect 2.
We finished
is,
Mass
I think,
Effect
the best
2.
one in the series.
We finished it this morning. We finished Mass Effect 2.
Oh, that's awesome! I gotta see your video because I haven't. I'm behind.
It was very emotionally draining. Like I was not prepared for it to hit me in all the feels that it hit me, but it hit me in all the feels. It was great.
Yeah, I've played it before, but I got right up to the very end. So I like to spoil stuff for myself, and I had to write a walkthrough beforehand.
Oh no!
And I got all the way up to the end. Yeah, I got all the way up to the end, and I ran out of quests to do for my crew, and I didn't want to lose anybody at the end. So I thought, oh, I have to wait for DLC to come out, and then I ended up never finishing the game.
It's worth finishing, and the DLC was great too. I think I did all the DLC, right, Spaz?
You did pretty much all of it. You left maybe one or two of the Firewalker missions.
I think there was one Firewalker mission that I didn't do, but I'm done with the Firewalker stuff. This is maddening.
You did pretty much everything, at least as far as you missed one loyalty quest that you didn't complete successfully.
What was that? The Zaid? So the fact that we didn't,
because you didn't have his enough
Paragon.
Enough Paragon points to get his Paragon ending and therefore earn his loyalty, but he's a DLC character and it wouldn't have mattered either way if he died necessarily.
Okay. Right. Well,
but if you don't have their loyalty and you still make good choices, they only have a chance to die, not a guarantee.
Yeah, 5-0, there are a ton of streamers, and I'm hoping I'm one of them that does it well. I don't know if I am, but I'm trying. I'm trying my damnedest.
I definitely don't do it well, so Space Game Junkie's definitely better than I am.
It's tough because like you at least speak clearly. Well, thank you. Oh no, so many mumblers, really? It's funny, when I was still working full time, I never watched other streamers because I didn't have the time. And I was like, this is not something I'm going to be doing, so I'd rather spend what little free time I have actually playing games and enjoying myself. But now that I've been trying to do this full time since I joined Pipeline, I've been watching more streamers. I haven't really noticed many mumblers, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, a lot of people. I think that having a degree in education helps, and I also took a lot of public speaking and acting classes while I was in college because I thought I was going to be a teacher. I'm so glad I wasn't. I'm so glad I didn't follow that path. I mean.
I was on a similar path in college, but that didn't work out either.
Good for you. Good for you. No, anyone who can be a teacher, God, more power to them, because my God, that is such a tough job. And I feel very lucky to be married to someone who's good at it. But yeah, you gotta speak clearly, especially if you're talking to people, especially if you're yeah, especially if you're trying to do one thing and talk and it's a skill set I feel like I'm still learning, and I want to get good enough at it that I can do this full time, and I think I can get there. It's just gonna take time, but I think I can do it, and I want to do it because the problem I'm facing is that so many of the popular streamers play things like Escape from Tarkov and Fortnite. Fortnite. Yeah, that's a game. Fortnite.
I play Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite and Apex Legends, and they play these hardcore competitive like first-person shooters and things, and I have no interest in any of that. I much would rather play various indie games to help people find various indie games to buy and to play and to support. And I worry that that's hurting me a little bit. Like, I'm not playing things that are popular, so it's hurting my numbers, you know? But it's like, if I'm not enjoying what I'm playing, why even bother? So it's like, I gotta stick to my guns and do what I want in the end. So,
well, one other key point is we don't really do any editing, and it's all live.
Yeah.
So what you see is what you get.
Yeah, I know I need to do more of that.
Well, I was gonna say one of the tactics that a lot of more popular streamers will do is they will in fact do a lot of editing in order to cut down a 2-hour stream to half an hour.
Yeah, I've started doing that. Like, I've started making clips, and it's not the easiest thing to do. Like, I've started making clips of the live streams, and I think it is helping, but it's a lot of work, but I'm getting better at it. One reason I'm thinking of sticking with Twitch before anything else is because their editing tools are way better than YouTube's. And I know I should probably download the file and edit that, but I'm not there yet.
You have to really like editing to do editing well.
Yeah.
Coming from someone like, I do a little bit of editing, but I don't enjoy it, so I don't edit that much. So it's not really that, you know, good.
Yeah. Yeah, I will get better at it, but for now I've been editing clips of streams. Like, I know there's probably a better way to do this. I just haven't figured it out yet, where I have a little notepad here and I write down the timestamp for when something funny happens, and there's probably an easier way to do it. I just haven't figured it out yet. But then I go into the thing and pull that out, and they're like between a minute and like 30 seconds to 2 minutes, and it's actually, I think, been helping. I'd never done that before, so I think that's going to help, is making these clips. But yeah, editing is a thing that I probably should do more of. I also have to think, like, I've been trying to think of guides, because guides are useful, and like, what can I offer as a guide? And so that would probably lead to more editing, but I've been trying to come up with ideas for guides as well to make things a little more useful. And I'm not sure if I should stream those. I might try and stream one to see how it goes, but those might need to be more pre-recorded / edited as well. There's something I love about about being live, like talking to people, like as I'm doing a thing. Like, I enjoy making the pre-recorded videos too, but like, it's a much more lonely endeavor. And when you're making a pre-recorded video, which I'm not going to stop doing, but when you're making a pre-recorded video, it's like, who am I talking to? I hope someone listens to this. But yeah, I'm really hoping with a mix of everything I'm doing, the streaming, the pre-recorded stuff, the written stuff I'm trying to do more of, I really hope that helps things take off. But it's gotta take some time. I know. It'll happen. Right? It'll happen. Yeah. Hopefully. So many people are trying to do it, and like, they're all playing the same thing. It's like, how can you be popular when you're playing what a million other people are playing? That's another reason I don't want to play Escape from Tarkov and whatever.
Well, and you know, the unread thing about that is it also depends on what kind of audience you're trying to draw. You know, some of those games draw audiences that maybe aren't necessarily compatible with what you want either.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I kind of want to draw people like us, like older.
As I like to say, you get the audience you nurture.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely have. I think we have mostly an older audience because we do so much older stuff, and so there's that nostalgia. But then we have younger viewers like Shogun, who's like 20. So I don't know.
And he's been watching us for
A
5
while.
years, I think.
A while. Yeah,
He's been around a long time.
he's been around a long time, and he is quite young. He makes me feel old. I'll tell you what.
Same here. Half my age.
I will tell you, it was funny. Someone came in the stream the other day, and they're like, "Are you my grandpa?" I'm like, I could be if I had made different choices in my life. I could be someone's grandpa. So glad I'm not, though. It would be hard to follow this path if I had kids. I'll tell you what. Memory leak, do you have kids?
No, just flying solo myself.
As my best friend is fond of saying, kids are great as long as you can give them back.
It's accurate. I would say that's. That's
accurate. What my parents used to say about their grandkids. I love grandkids. Now take them away from me, please.
There we go. I had the wrong button on the wrong device. There we go. That should do it. Ah, there we go. Okay. Jeez. Did you ever play this Memory Leak? Did you ever play Jumpgate? Is this your type of game?
No, I haven't. I've seen you play a lot of it. I'm hit or miss when it comes to this stuff. I've been trying for ages to play like the X games, and I just can't get over the initial bump. You know what I mean?
The learning cliff. Yeah. No, I hear you, man. Those are not the easiest games to get into. Like at all. They are.
I compare that to flying an office desk.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty much how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you're flying a desk. You run a business where your ship is your desk. And the flying is not the thing in that game, those games.
Yeah, and I think the other thing too is lately I've been all the games I've been playing are ones where I'm like, well, I want to record this, or I want to stream this, or whatever. And some of these games that I've wanted to play for a long time, I feel like I need to sit down and play them myself and not try to do anything, like record them or anything like that, because I feel like they're a type of thing that you just kind of have to just have for yourself kind of thing, because there's a lot of downtime in them, sort of.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, there's a lot of downtime in this, but when I thought about doing this chat thing, I'm like, wow, this game is perfect for this. Because it's basically a road trip. Basically. It's a road trip in space. It's a trucking game. The way I play it, anyway. And I guess if you have something to say, even during the downtime, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, it's funny. Someone mentioned earlier about mumblers and stuff. I actually started doing the YouTube thing because I mumble too much, and I was trying to practice. So it's funny to hear that.
Yeah, you sound very fine to me. I mean, it seems like the practice has worked.
Well, that's about 6 years of that, right?
Hey, it sounds like it's worth doing. I mean, I guess a lot of people don't know how they really sound until they hear themselves either. You know? Like, you might sound different in your own head, and then you hear a recording of yourself. You're like, oh, that's what I sound like? Like, when I started doing this stuff, especially, I was like, oh my god, I sound like that. I have to get over this quick, because I'm just going to be listening to myself all the time. So I should just get used to it.
Yeah, that is funny. I do remember that. I remember that being one of the biggest hurdles to get over was, man, I sound like that, huh?
I know. Exactly. It's like, oh, that's what I sound like. I sound more Jewy than I thought I did. I don't sound that Jewy in my head. I can say that. I've got the nose in the name. So, no complaints. Send your complaints to I don't give a fuck at spacegamejunkie.com.
I think unless you've had actor training, and well, I know you and Hunter have. I know I have. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
But you don't hear yourself in your head unless you've had public speaking training or actor training.
Yeah.
And then have had to deal with that typically.
So many people, I think, would benefit from acting classes in college or high school because it really does give you some confidence, and it does help with your speech. It really does help. You know, it really. Oh God. 50 says, I was going to say you sound very financially prudent, but I didn't want to go there. Oh damn.
Given the context, I think we will let that comment slide.
It's fine. It's fine. You're not like that guy yesterday when we were playing Far Cry 5, and he's like, I'm on the same side as the Peggies. Damn Europeans. And we're like, whoa. Hold it there, McGillicuddy. Oh, my God. Yeah, take off the hood, man.
Your badge and your gun right now.
You're off the force. We don't want that. We don't want your kind around here. Oh my God. Still, usually we don't get that kind of, I'm gonna say it, toxicity around here. And we're very lucky. One of the reasons I still kind of like being as small as we are, even though I'd like to get bigger. One of the reasons I like that we're more niche and small is that most of the people we deal with are very positive. Very positive. And so when we run into something like that, it's shocking. Absolutely shocking. Like, I'm used to running into that on Facebook when I look at an article from The Hill, like, okay, let's wade into the comments. Oh no. I shouldn't have done that. Oh boy. But to hear someone talking like that in our stream chat was just amazing and terrible. And I hope they never come back. I'm sorry if you're listening or watching, whoever I don't remember what your name was, but yeah, we don't like that sort of thing around here. You're intolerant of my intolerance. Well, yes.
Well, that's exactly what leads to the death of tolerance, so therefore, no, we don't have to tolerate it.
Yeah. So that was but 50, where you're coming from with your content, with your comment is much more in the spirit in which it was meant. We get that. It's all for fun. Yeah, but yeah. Like, who would play Far Cry 5 and I'm like, and think I'm on the side of the cult? Like, what? Who would, what? There probably are
puts
people.
Me in the same mindset as playing STO and seeing people saying that they sided with the Cardassians. It's in that same vein of, okay, that's really twingy, yeah.
Like, the Cardassians as a species are hard to love.
Hey, Shogun.
Hello, lads.
Shogun! We were just talking about you.
Really?
Oh,
all good.
God. All good. Yeah, all good. We were
Sorry,
talking.
I didn't want to sound accusatory, but yeah. What about it?
We were talking about how generally older my particular audience skews, and how you are one of our younger members.
Yeah, actually, I'm 20. I turned 20 last December, so. I mean, the problem is I know exactly why that is a thing. as in why your audience tends to sort of angle itself towards old days, because space games haven't really been. There was this, massive hole in the space game genre. That basically, since like the early 2000s, like sort of the early to mid 2000s, there was just a hole until the big three of Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous, and No Man's Sky have decided to come out, and they've somewhat revitalized the genre. However, most of your fans, I imagine, are still the holdover of like the old fans from old fans who still played games like Free Space 2, Privateer, the Wing Commander games, and so on.
Yeah, I would probably get
technically. I technically count towards those in a way, but that's because I kind of played Free Space 2 when I was as low as 8.
Right.
However, it was less playing and more watching my dad play for me, but it kind of counts.
Well, remind me, you're in Poland, right? Am I remembering that
Poland.
correctly? So during that darker time, a lot of the space games we were getting, and they were fewer and far between, a lot of the space games we were getting were closer to your part of the world than mine. They were all coming...
Yes, like Parkin 2, I believe is the name.
Parkin, Star Wolves, Space Rangers, Tomorrow War, all Russian and Eastern European. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I can kind of tell you the reason for it, because basically Eastern Europe, and in general, like I would say Germany and east of Germany has a sort of a subgenre, a subtype of games simply referred to as Eurojank. Eurojank are games which are very ambitious, and often very fun. However, extremely janky, buggy, clunky, and generally, like, they're not a very pleasant experience to play. I'm talking about games like the Stalker series, which is an immensely fun open world shooter RPG going about Chernobyl and shooting mutants, collecting artifacts to sell, and generally being, trying to survive in a radioactive wasteland. There is also the Gothic series, which is one of the better sort of
so janky.
It's so janky, yes, but it's one of the most fun role-playing games that I've played ever. And the studio that made them, Piranha Games, have made a lot of them, and they were all varying degrees of jank and varying degrees of good. The Ryzen series was extremely mediocre. However, like the Gothic series, okay, if you want me to, I can give you just sort of a bit of a rundown on the Gothic series. Gothic 1 and 2 were considered just absolute brilliance. Gothic 3 was considered good, however, it had an expansion that was absolutely atrocious.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then you had, and then instead Piranha Games moved on to another series that's very similar in gameplay, but in an entirely different setting, called Ryzen. It's basically like the first Ryzen was basically a direct continuation of the Gothic series in terms of like gameplay. It was a spiritual successor. Then Ryzen 2 and 3 were much different because they've decided, you know what? What if we instead make the characters pirates? And they just did exactly that. It was, I'll be honest, Ryzen 2 was actually pretty fun, if rather janky, and it had a lot of issues. But if you had a specific need for an RPG where you play as a pirate and shoot people with guns and sword people to death, kind of like a very poor man's Sea Dogs, then it was one of the better choices. And then the third one was just that, but kind of worse. But shush. There was also what's it called? Arcana Gothic 4.
Right.
It's an entirely different game from the previous three. It is not comparable in the slightest. It's an entirely different. It's more of a slasher game. It's vaguely God of War-ish with like roleplay elements rather than what Gothic the 1 through 3 was. It can be fun, but it's in the Gothic series it's just not good.
Right. Yeah,
the reason why. Go on.
Now, I think I tried one of the Gothic games, and it was like, you start in a wizard's tower, go out there to this town, okay. Take 3 steps out, killed by a thing. Oh, wow. Wow, that's unusual.
That is notorious for every single one of the Gothic games. The story is you're just some bloke that gets flung into basically a mining colony that basically is surrounded by a one-way magic barrier because some mages kind of screwed it up, and it shows off very much that you are just some bloke that got sent there, and you're surrounded by things that want to kill you.
Jeez.
So your choices are either run or get good.
Yeah, so I'm like, wow, this is really not the game for me. Okay, let's see.
In the meantime, back to why space games were retained their popularity in the various places of Eastern Europe is precisely because you still have that indie developer feel. Because you have to remember, this is at the time where, the likes of Call of Duty and Gears of War and so on have kind of killed off the indie genre. These were very dark times for middle shelf and indie games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
However, that was much less of a thing in Germany and Europe in general. There was still a time where Ubisoft was not considered a AAA company. So, Europe in general, which is why you got a lot of space games now. I mean, however, now of course we've had the resurrection thanks to both Star Citizen becoming the top funded Kickstarter project of all time, and not actually coming out ever, but that's besides the point. Elite Dangerous, which did come out but wound up being kind of mediocre, but I still actually kind of liked it while it lasted. Probably didn't really last as much as it should have.
Yeah, I enjoyed it until I hit this wall of oh, this is all there is to do. There's literally nothing else. I think I'm done.
That is the big issue with Elite Dangerous. There's just not that much to do.
There is not.
I mean, apparently it's been getting better, and I have been thinking of just reinstalling it and getting back to it, especially now that I have a proper track IR set up.
Oh, okay.
That's beside the point. Well, proper. It's I wouldn't say kind of jury rigged, but it's sort of the lower end of track IR setups. That's okay. I can kind of explain it if you want me to.
Go for it.
Basically, there is a company in the United Kingdom called Clip, who creates
Of course. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've heard of them?
Oh yeah,
basically
absolutely.
I use that combined with a modified PS3 camera because you can get a second PS3 camera for $2, give or take, and all of that combines into a really surprisingly well functioning and cheap head tracking setup that I've had very few problems with. And the big advantage is that the company itself, Clip, is nice enough to include a year or 2 year long warranty, which I've actually had to use, and because for some reason the cable or the USB connector just decided to completely break in the weirdest way possible. For some reason, it's not even that it didn't connect. Whenever I plugged it into something, it short-circuited that USB hub. If I plugged it into front, then the entire USB hub got short-circuited and just shut itself down. And if I plugged it into the back, it might actually shut down. It sometimes shut down my entire computer and turned on surge protection until I unplugged it. So it was completely shagged. However, I got it replaced under warranty, and it's back to being fully functional.
Oh, nice.
Well, the old one I just tossed out, but the new one, it's still there.
So, Nod to the Strange over on Twitch. Oh, wait. Hang on. Whoa. God. Okay.
Says hello. Hello.
He asks if any of us are playing X4. Well, we were. Oh, wait. What? You sons of bitches.
Same here, actually. I quite liked it more than I feel like I should have because it's not really my type of game.
There you are.
In the sense that I'm not really the biggest fan of these kind of, economic, large-scale management games.
It's definitely got the best like interface out of all of them, and I think
it's the most user-friendly out of all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. But he said it still feels like an early access game. I'm like, yeah, that's Ecosoft. We love them, but that's pretty much what they do. Just wait for like 18 patches.
Yeah, but actually, is it technically an early access?
No, but it feels like early access. He said. I'm like, that is exactly correct.
I can see what you mean that because it reaches the same issue as Elite Dangerous. At some point, there's just not much to do.
Right. Exactly.
Like it kind of reminds me of Void Destroyer, but like Void Destroyer 2 is much better for the sole and simple reason of I've told you multiple times I like in space game being able to shoot stuff.
Yes.
And instead of just eventually just being able to do nothing because the shooting stuff is not profitable because all you have is one ship, you instead just turn from a space sim into a strategy game.
Yeah, I think I think Void Destroyer does it. I think Void Destroyer 2 does its thing way better than X does because X is like your ship is so tertiary compared to your business, whereas in Void Destroyer 2, you can eventually not have to fly a ship if you don't want to. You just give the ship commands, but the ship stuff is still very much important, and it feels great. Like combat in Void Destroyer 2 feels great, whereas I just never like in the X games. I feel like I'm so disconnected from the combat. Even in the middle of combat, I'm like, yeah, all right, okay, let's just get this over with.
Yeah, you point at a thing and hold right click whilst Void Destroyer does full Newtonian physics with speed control and like ships don't technically have a maximum velocity. But they all have like an optimal cruising speed, it's called, where they can each turn on a dime. Otherwise, turning takes a whole while. So you can play like in a variety of ways. You can play traditionally as a turn fighter, or you can do all kinds of silly stuff like making attack runs. Like I'll be honest, that's one of the thing I'm really proud of is that I've managed to basically beat insurmountable odds through the power of just going really fast. For example, there is a mission. There was one of the missions for, I believe it's the TSF, the military faction. That basically you go to a pirate base and you need to fly through a bunch of places. So you scan it. And the thing is, you have one fighter, you have one ship, and there is an entire pirate fleet defending the place. So what do? You turn off your flight assist. You hit the burners and you fly through each of those places at 5 times the speed of sound, and they can't actually hit you. And I love that. It was some of the most tense, but some of the most fun I've had in a space game because I know very well that if I let these bastards get close, I will get vaporized. But I am also traveling at Mach 3.
Yeah, no. The physics in that game is great, and yeah, it's not like a turn and burn like Free Space or something. It's thrusters all over the place, up, down, left, right, avoid, and yet hit another target. It's great. Oh yeah, Helium Rain is another good example if you want that kind of game, but with a better interface and better.
I feel like that focuses more on the economic side. I might try it out. Because it might make the economy stuff actually fun to play.
It does. It actually does. In a way that X doesn't for me, really. The economy in Helium Rain is far more engaging, I think, than the X games.
We love Helium Rain.
Yeah, we love Helium Rain. I don't think it was as big a hit as they wanted, which is kind of sad. But
it was very niche, though, I think.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and apparently the actual combat is, reading up on the stall page, it claims there's Newtonian style combat, and there's one thing they mentioned is that the ships have a detail like interiors and systems that you can actually take out, which was the one thing that I miss in a lot of space games, because I played, Free Space 2, in which your primary purpose as, a fighter was to find and snipe the turrets. And in this game, you can just do that. You can take out the engines to cripple a ship, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently. I never got far enough in Helium Rain to try the combat, because I've got such bad gaming ADD.
I don't blame you. I mean, it is your job to try out as many games as possible, so you can make reviews on them. But
every now and again, a game gets under my skin. That's all I play. Like that rally game I'm playing right now. Oh my god, I can't stop playing it. I'd be playing it right now if I was. I'd be playing it right now if I wasn't playing this. Tell you what.
Yeah, because it's not something to play whilst you're talking. Oh, go on.
Sorry, I have you to blame for Gravel, because I did not even hear about that game, and I played it, and now I can't stop playing Gravel.
Oh, Gravel's pretty good. Yeah, I like Gravel.
It'll take me a lot to convince me to like racing games. For some reason, I just do not mesh with racing games at all. However, if there is a game that could pull it off, that's probably it.
Did you see the Bloody Rally Show stream I did earlier this week? The game I'm talking about?
I did. Yeah.
I was one of the guys that got put into.
That's right. You were there because you were one of the. I'm gonna actually do more giveaways. I've decided that's another thing I need to do more of is giveaways. And I'm good for every giveaway I do on a stream. I'm going to use Bloody Rally Show to decide the winner.
I'm not sure if that's like. I would question whether or not that's fair, but I like that as an idea.
Well, I mean,
the reason it's fair is because everybody's going to have the same stats.
Yeah, everyone's got the same car and the same AI, so you're all starting from the same. I mean, there's different starting places, I guess, but.
I mean, yeah, I know, but I guess you have a point there, but I mean, I'm just used to racing AI being either notoriously cheaty or notoriously rubber bandy, but I guess that game manages to avoid that, or at least try to the best of its abilities.
Right.
Well, it's an AI match, so.
Yeah, but the thing is, the AI in AI matches, the AI still sticks to their behavior of neatly following in a line, sometimes trying to overtake rather than actually playing to win. However, I might be blatantly wrong. I have not played or seen enough of it to make judgments on its AI, and I don't have the developer on the hand to ask how they actually did the AI.
I should ask him, because the AI in that game is ruthless. Like, every race feels like a fight, and that's how it should be. That's how it should be.
You literally strap guns to your vehicles, so it literally is a fight.
Sometimes you do, yeah, and it's so great. All right, so let's see.
Also for some reason you're like weird sounding, very roboty. There's something off with either your connection or your microphone. Probably your connection, because you actually sound fine on stream. So yeah.
Oh, we're all green here, but well, hang on.
I'm gonna blame Discord. Be right back. No, just kidding.
Yeah, you're pretty far. We're using the US East server, which is still pretty far for you.
Yeah.
So that's probably
that would explain it.
Yeah.
You are a little bit like there's like a little bit of feedback or something. Not feedback, but like
from me. From
yes,
me?
Like a little bit of a,
Oh. That's not good.
We'll live.
That's not good. Let me see. In
the meantime, right, so you're playing Jumpgate, that game that I want to get into, but I'm not sure if I should. And I mean, I probably should, but another MMO I'm getting
It's
into.
free.
Right.
It's free. There's no, I mean, you could try it.
Probably will. The thing is, I haven't really been playing Space Game recently because I'm in the middle of moving house because of stuff, and I didn't actually bring my flight stick over and my head tracker yet.
Oh, this actually, the funny thing about this is, even though it's a 20 21-year-old game. Well, sort of. It can use track IR. It's pretty great.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. I guess I got updated later. Also, 19 years I've checked.
Well, it was officially released in 2001, but the beta started in like 99. So that's why I think of it as old. But yeah, it was officially and horribly released in 2001.
Well, was an absolute mess on release?
No, the game was fine. It was that 3DO, who was its publisher at the time, abandoned it. Like at the time, upon release, like 3DO was like, we're gonna be into games and we're gonna be great, and then like, no, we're not doing this anymore. And like, what? And so they pretty much abandoned Jumpgate right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. Oh god. I didn't mean to do that.
Apparently, there was actually a sequel coming out, Jumpgate Evolution.
It never happened.
Masters that
it never happened.
Nowhere yet.
Yeah, it never happened. The weird thing is, this was officially shut down in 2012, and then some unnamed Russian people relaunched it about a year later, and not sure how. But it's completely free now.
Russians, don't question it.
Oh wow! Wait, there's another pilot here. Oh my god! Hi.
Is it that uncommon of an occurrence? I mean, I guess it is because no one plays it.
That's the problem. Yeah, the population count is really, really low. Let's see how many people are playing right now. There are 4 people playing right now, including myself.
On the entirety of the game. Good.
On the
Lord.
entirety of the game, there are 4 people playing right now. Yeah.
This kind of like reminds me of there's actually been basically there's been an indie horror game that came out recently that's inspired somewhat of a small trend already, but it's called No Players Online, and it basically takes place inside of like a shooter that's like the setting is basically you're playing an old shooter that still has servers open, but there's no players online, as the name implies, and it's there's a weird, supernatural bullshit happens. But the point is, it reminds me of that because I still remember like there was a time where I browsed, for example, mods, various mods on Steam and so on, and a lot of free-to-play shooters. For example, there was Neo Tokyo, I believe it was called.
Right.
Or something like that. It was like a Half-Life mod. Yeah, Neo Tokyo. That's basically a Half-Life mod that was a multiplayer shooter. I downloaded it, and there was a bunch of servers that were all empty. So I just remembered spending like 20 minutes running back and forth with one flag. Just being bored. But
it amazes me when people release multiplayer-only games, like that have no bots or any kind of single-player element. It's like, dude, you can't. Yeah, like I still think of that game. It's called God Factory Wingman, which looked like an amazing.
I remember it. I was actually in like the. I was actually part of a somewhat of a resurrection attempt. In that there was a Discord server and Steam group that tried to get together to play the game regularly to somewhat revitalize it by like, so that you can play it, because like it only takes 8 people, but these 8 people have to be online simultaneously. So we just sort of organized that in advance. It kind of went nowhere, but it was an attempt. But yeah, it was tons of fun. God Factory was so much fun.
I wouldn't know. Every time I tried to play it, there was nobody else on, and you can't play with bots.
I don't blame it.
And you can't play with bots.
I actually played it in like the slightly after release when there were still players online, and it was so much fun.
Oh, that makes it even worse. That makes it even worse.
Yeah, I don't blame. I mean, like it is really just sad that the game died off and is now like the servers are still technically online. There's just no one there.
What? Oh god.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it has not been closed like properly. I mean, if it has, I wouldn't know, but
yeah, I don't know either. But it's like, if you're gonna make a multiplayer game, just add bots. I know AI is not easy, but like
Yeah,
the best
programming AI is difficult.
right. But I think I think some of the multiplayer games with the longest longevity have bots. You know, to fill the servers.
Strike.
Yeah, Unreal Tournament. People are still playing that because it has amazing bots. You know, gotta have bots.
The last stuff on like the Steam community page for God Factory is from like 2014, which is sad.
Oh, God. But it's always great when you see a multiplayer game that like has bots and really good bots. Like Gene Shift, for example, has amazing bots. Amazing bots. Oh my God. Like
And
you would
probably
not
the most fun battle royale around too.
Oh God, yes. I don't even like Battle Royale typically. But that Battle Royale, because it only lasts like a few minutes and it's so fast, it's so great. It's a Battle Royale that respects my time, basically.
Yeah, that's the big thing about battle royales. They drag on forever sometimes.
Oh my God. I've only tried one. I tried Apex Legends because love Titanfall. I'm like, oh, this is the Titanfall universe. I'll give this a shot. 10 minutes in, I'm like, nothing's happened. I'm just running around. 15 minutes in.
Yeah,
Where is it? Where is everybody? Okay. 20 minutes in. Oh, I died. Not doing that again.
Yeah, that's the one annoying part, and the thing I hate the most about battle royales. There is only one winner, and you can just get shot out of nowhere. Like out of however many people are playing, which can be upwards of like 100 in some games.
Yeah.
But just there can only be one winner, and I don't do that in shooters. I like being somewhat of a team player.
Yeah.
I like being able to help others in the video game, which is why I love Rainbow Six Siege.
Really? I've never played that one.
Yeah. You'd hate it because I've seen you play first-person shooters, but it's a really great game if you're the sort of person that likes like Twitch shooters and team gameplay and so on.
I love first-person shooters, but like, I'm not really big in the multiplayer typically.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And also, I'll be honest, it's very competitive, and you would probably get your ass handed to you.
Yeah.
We know this.
Yeah.
This part we know.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I haven't played it in quite a while, but there's a $5 game called Totally Accurate Battlegrounds, which is by the same people who made Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. And it is very much a battle royale game in that style, and it's hilarious because it's so broken. Let me tell you how broken this is.
Is it multiplayer?
Yes, it's multiplayer.
We're back.
Oh,
It is
wow.
multiplayer. Yeah, Totally Accurate Battlegrounds.
Totally Accurate Battlegrounds.
So, one of the things you can do is you can get a rocket launcher. You can get a silencer. You can put a silencer on the rocket launcher.
What?
Yes. I'm
What?
not kidding.
Wait. What? Wait, I own it. How do I own it?
There was a giveaway I told you about a while back, and I think you grabbed it then.
That's probably how I own it. I've never played it though. But I apparently own it. Physics-based everything.
Oh, it's so ridiculous. And it's buggy because of the physics at times. For example, you can jump up onto a rock, fall off, and then die because, well,
Okay.
because physics. But you're not supposed to take it seriously, so it doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
Oh boy, should we put it on a Thursday night? Like, should I add it to the...
It's worth adding, I think. Yeah, I haven't played it in quite a while, but it's fun because it is stupid fun.
Well, I like stupid fun. Stupid fun is the best kind of fun. Technically, the best kind of fun. All right, let me add it to the... Let me add it to the thingy thing. That's a good idea, though. Sounds fun. Totally accurate.
I'm still laughing at the silenced rocket launcher.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a screenshot of it too.
Totally accurate Battleground simulator.
No, totally accurate Battlegrounds.
Totally accurate Battlegrounds. I've got a Trello board with like everything I plan to stream. And so I've just added that to the list. Oh, okay, we're fine. Okay. What? Why? Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna put the. I'm gonna try and remember to put this on the calendar soon. Make sure I'm following the. Okay, thank God. Following the waypoints. Should be. Unlike last time when I went halfway across the map for no fucking reason. Okay. Stupid. Still can't believe I did that. Or no, I still cannot believe I did that. Hey Tokens, how are you? We are having a end of the week chat. That idea that I stole from Pipeline. Because I saw Twitch has a just chatting category. I'm like, oh. People do enjoy our podcast when we just have topics. Maybe we should kind of expand on that to include the community. Why not? Doesn't have to be just the four of us. You know? But we haven't even stuck to a topic today. We've been like, woo!
Tangent? What tangents? We never have tangents around here.
Our conversations are a web. No worries. No worries, it's fine. I'm basically gonna stream until I feel tired enough to stop or the wife comes home. Basically. So, you know, I mean, one, it's more content. Two, this is kind of a test run to see if I want to do this every week, and I think I might. Like every Friday afternoon, we just do this. Just hang out. And folks, by the way, if you're watching on Twitch and you haven't joined our Discord, please do so. You're more than welcome. We have a very active Discord community. And it's a very awesome server full of great people who love video games and movies and TV shows. We have very active discussions about things like Star Trek Picard. We have a very active Star Trek Online community. We're very supportive of indie game development because we love indie game developers. And
we have over 100 of them on the server.
Yeah, it's a very positive environment. It's a very positive atmosphere because we're all very like, yay, games! Unlike other places you go on the internet where it's like, ooh, games. This game changed the one thing. Screw it. I'm never touching this developer again. I'm going to dox them now. And like, what? It's a game. Why? Someone on the Pipeline Discord the other day was like, what happens if you get doxed? Like, oh God, why would you do that to someone? I don't understand why you would do that to someone at all, you know? But apparently someone they were watching got doxed and like, so they were robbed like while they were streaming. Like someone got robbed because of it being doxed while they were streaming. Can you imagine that? Like, that's kind of a thing I worry about because sometimes I have open doors while I'm streaming. And, like, right now, actually. I was like, wow, what if that happened? How terrible would that be? People are just
really terrible.
People are just petty. Token said at the same time, people are just petty. I guess it's like that thing in The Dark Knight. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Okay. Almost missed that gate. Gee. My God. Where the what? Okay. Come on, right about maybe there? Sorry, I'm trying to line up to the next gate properly and I can barely see it. Okay. Okay. Damn. Okay, I think we're alright. Nothing in the way. We got a couple player-owned station. Got at least one player-owned station here. I would love to have a station in this game at some point, but they're so expensive. They're so expensive. I just don't have the patience to do all the grinding necessary for the hundreds of millions of credits I would need for a station.
It would be a full-time job.
And to be honest, back in the day when I had more time and didn't really care about anything else, I would play this for hours. And I did have, in the official game, I did have a station. But now it's just like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't have the time. There's too many things to play. Like that was less of a problem back in the 2000s. There were less things to play. Now it's like, how many games came out today? Let's take a look at the Steam list. How many games came out today? Wow. Wait, what? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. Oh, crap. Son of a biscuit. All right. That's what I get for not watching the game. This is why you
sorry, lads. Was busy with a thing.
That's fine. This is why you never head for the center of a gate. You always head for the edge. In case you're distracted and fly through the gate. You don't want to hit a pedal. There we go. Jeez Louise.
Aside from Genesis Alpha 1,
yeah,
there is one other game that I've actually been playing lately. And
what's that?
I've only been getting in little bits of time with it in between getting stuff for the guide I'm working on.
Yeah.
It's Demon Crawl.
Demon Crawl.
Demon Crawl. Yeah, Demon Crawl can be best described as Minesweeper as a roguelite.
Really?
Yeah, it's a fascinating
How
little game.
the hell does that work?
Surprisingly well.
Demon Crawl. Is it one word?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I have it open and looking at the screenshots, this just raises further questions.
Wow.
Okay,
Oh, it's
maybe
already
one
on
of
my
the
wish.
videos
It's already on my wish list somehow.
Interesting.
I will definitely get this when it's on sale. That looks great. Open-ended player progression. Well, I'm down for that. But it's good. Demon Crawl. It is good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. I absolutely recommend it for anyone who likes Minesweeper. You will love this game.
I love Minesweeper. I'm terrible at it, but I love it. But I'm awful at it.
Okay, yeah, apparently it's just Minesweeper. It's a Minesweeper roguelike where you're supposed to like avoid monsters and collect treasure.
So there's an inventory system where you have different types of items. You can have consumable items like say apples that give you back health. If you make a mistake and you hit a monster, then you're going to lose some health if it doesn't kill you. So you have consumable items to get some health back. You also have equipment, and that can block some of the damage you would take, and the equipment may break instead of you dying. And then there are artifacts which can really change up the way that your entire run plays.
Oh.
It
came out.
Reminds me of like another one of these light RPG kind of games. Have you heard Do you remember? I believe it's like Half Minute Hero, or was it called something like that?
Yes.
It kind of reminds me of that in that it's sort of that light RPG aesthetic, where everything's very simplified, but the core bits are still sort of there.
You know my favorite game like that? Have you guys ever played One Way Heroics?
Yes.
Oh.
I have not.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Basically, the world is being eaten by a shadow, and you have to save it. And the only way to save it is to continuously move right. And while you're moving, you run into...
Isn't that just the plot to Super Mario Brothers?
Sort of.
Sort of. The world keeps on getting eaten, and so if you don't keep moving right, you're going to die.
See, it's like an auto scroller.
No, it's not an auto scroller because technically the world scrolls as you move, but it's more in the old roguelike sense of every turn things happen. You know, it's
I see. So it's an auto scroll in the same like what would an auto scroller be in the in a real time game? This is really unique, and I'm looking at the trailer right now, and it exists. I don't know what to make of it.
One Way Heroics is amazing. It's amazing. You can have such a fascinating and varied run in like 2 minutes. Like, I ran to a city, I bought a thing, then I ran out and I killed a bunch of dogs, and then I died.
Okay, apparently there is like between run progression, so
yes,
you can get better between runs, which is good, because that is the one thing that makes roguelikes interesting. The ability to like unlock new stuff, like even not upgrades, just something that varies up the game. For example, in what's it called? It was Tales of Magial is the
Tales of Magial, yes,
also
great
known as
game.
Tome, or Tome 4 in this case, because there was also a Tales of Middle Earth, and that was a Tome 1 through 3. Before the game, became its own thing and became commercially set as its own thing before just being a. Okay. Point is, what you do is you actually unlock the various races and classes by. You get a bunch of starter ones, but you unlock them by doing challenges and basically getting achievements within the actual game and throughout the actual game, and whatever you want to do with it. And
right.
Well, yeah, that about covers it.
Now, One Way Heroics is. Oh, what's Rollers of the Realm? Oh, is that like a? I've heard of Rollers of the Realm.
Pinball. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember watching it, and I was very confused.
Oh, whoa, we have someone else here. What? Oh, wow. Someone else here is mining Emma. Oh, wow.
It is straight up a pinball game that's also an RPG, kind of.
Yeah, I've played this one through. It's actually really cool. It's another one of those. What if an RPG was set in, some other... If we took this one concept and made it into an RPG kind of thing, just like Demon Crawl was sort of like, let's take Minesweeper and make it an RPG, which is also pretty good. I played that.
It kind of reminds me of Rock of Ages, even though it's not like it at all.
It has that same kind of arty style, sort of.
But of course, it has a roly thing as the main protagonist, but in Rock of Ages, of course, is far more absurd, and I love it.
Yes, yeah. Rock of Ages 3 is
apparently coming out soon.
The beta? Yeah, did you try the beta?
I have not.
Okay. Yeah, I got into the beta, and when I got into the beta, I gave Brian, Jim, and Hunter keys. I hope they were able to redeem them, but that looks like it's going to give the full game on release.
That sounds good. I mean, I freaking love the first two, so I'm definitely getting that one.
I've never
I'm
played
surprised
any
they
of them.
haven't like run out of ideas, but I guess history-related silliness is not difficult to come up with.
No, the big thing they're adding in is the track creator.
So they straight up just going, oh, you can make your own tracks now. That sounds
Yeah. Oh,
pretty
yes.
excellent, actually. That's that extends the longevity of your game theoretically indefinitely.
So we've
Yeah, that reminds me
again.
of the same team made Xenoclash, which is a game that I'm trying to understand and figure out what the hell it's about. It seems like the studio has a tendency for making like weird and quirky and unique games, and I appreciate that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to correct myself. It was closed alpha that we got into.
Oh,
Right.
so this is great.
There's
There are
also-
only a few other
also
people
made-
playing
okay,
this
go on.
game. There are only a few other people playing this game, and I just ran to one.
Nice.
How many people are playing right now?
They've also made Soul Seraph, which is apparently not that great.
I played a little bit of that. Yeah, it's jank, but I didn't necessarily hate it.
I mean, the one review I've heard of it was from Jim Sterling, and he absolutely butchered the game, but I don't know.
I think the ship I'm looking at here in Jumpgate is the Octavian Freighter. Level 49, this pilot is level 50 is the highest level in the game. I forget what level you have to be to get a freighter, but it's pretty up there. Like this thing solely is a mining freighter. Or maybe that's the heavy miner, I can't tell. Not too familiar with Octavian ships. But he is slowly orbit mining that asteroid.
Yeah, because mining in Jumpgate actually is somewhat engaging.
Oh, I love mining in this game so very much. That's what I should do next once I'm done this mission. Where were we going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, actually, like, speaking of mining, Elite Dangerous has managed to make its mining somewhat interesting.
That's what I've heard. I'm still not interested enough to go back, but that's what I've heard it's better.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But basically what they did is instead of, you holding the fire button and your limpet drones just picking up everything, what you do, you can still do that, but it's not very effective. What you can do is use a much more effective weapon, and basically you scan asteroids, you find weak points on them, and then you basically plant explosive charges in those weak points, which can then shatter the entire asteroid. And then the limpet drones, pick up everything. But, it actually takes effort, it's interesting, and it's fun. You also get to watch stuff explode and enjoy Elite Dangerous's really good sound design, weirdly good sound design for a space
It's
game.
the best thing about that game. It's the best thing about
Yeah.
that game.
No arguments
question.
there.
No question. Yeah, maybe someday. Maybe when they finally get those player carriers in, I'll return. But I'm like, I don't know. There's
They'll
so much
probably
other
cost a fortune because the elite players
Oh,
need a money
God.
sink.
Well, they need something to spend their millions of credits on. Because once you get the Anaconda, you do.
Well, there's the
I don't know.
Federal Corvette.
Oh, I guess.
The big ship that everyone wants.
I thought that was the Anaconda, or is it the Federal Corvette?
There's three: the Imperial Cutter, the Federal Corvette, and the Anaconda. The Anaconda is independent. The Cutter is Imperial. The Federal Corvette is federal. And depending on if you want to have a rank or not bother, you picked one of the three, whichever one you like the most. And they were considered the top of the line ships last time I played. I think there have been some more added, and there's now an Alliance-specific big sort of ship. But I could not tell you what it is because I have not played since then.
Yeah, I remember when there would be days where I'd be like, my wife's out today. I'm going to put 8 hours into Elite Dangerous. And I did. Because it was fun. And then whatever I was doing, they nerfed it. I was like, oh, okay. Guess I won't be playing this anymore.
That's kind of the annoying part. They had a lot of money exploits that there was that series of them just just people finding money exploits to, well, not exploits, just easy and quick ways to make money. And Eagle Dynamics was like, no, fun is not allowed in this video game.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like there were these really like long runs that you had to do very quickly because they paid really well, but you had to like make them within less than 20 to 30 minutes, and they were really far. Like they were really far away, and it was really fun trying to beat the clock, basically. And then they're like, "Oh, we don't want you doing this anymore." I'm like, "Why not? This is great. This is the most engaged I've been with your game in like a year." And they killed it. And I'm like, "Okay, well, I guess I'm uninstalling that." Shame. It's a shame. Oh. Okay. Wow, I've been streaming for 2 hours? Wow, I had no idea. This is a very easy kind of stream because I don't feel like I have to be like on and explain everything. It's just chill, like let's talk. So
you just talk to people and do stuff in Jumpgate, and there's not much to interrupt you there. So
yeah, that's how I play Jumpgate. I'm a hauler and a miner. I'm not really a fighter. Go. Oh.
Another game that I've actually been playing recently, if we're on the topic, is Age of Wonders Planetfall.
Hello.
Which is a really good 4X game, frankly.
Yes, it's excellent. I don't have the patience for it anymore, apparently. But
I don't blame you.
But it's very good. It's just I bought like the $80 like get everything edition because I'm like, I love Age of Wonders. I know this is gonna be great. And I started playing, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. But no, it's excellent. It is excellent. Yes, you're absolutely right. It is an excellent, and they keep making it better. Good for them. But Triumph Studios, God bless them. They are wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Ever since the first Age of Wonders, they've just been wonderful. Yeah, that's a great game.
Excellent game.
And
you get to set everything on fire in it, which is what I love doing. I mean, that's one of the things that I always find annoying about myself in these types of games. I find the one playstyle that I like the most and stick to it, and then get bored of it. But whenever I try to play any other stuff, basically all my old habits don't really work, which annoys me. It annoys me more than it should. However, so far, setting things on fire as a bunch of angry Russian space dwarfs has been very entertaining.
Transaction complete.
all right, mission is done. There's the map. What is with this music? This is weird music. Is this Jumpgate music? Does not sound like Jumpgate music. I'm very confused right now. Alright. We are going to go pure asteroid hunting, which is a skill in this game.
Charging weapons and defense systems. Please stand by.
Okay, great. So there are asteroids in every system in this game, basically. But in systems that don't have stations, there's a pure asteroid that is only one material, and it can be very valuable. And you also get experience for, as they say, popping them. But you can't target asteroids, and they're very tricky to find. They're only within 30,000 meters of the gate that's at the center of the system. So what you got to do is first you got to find one, mine it, stare at the radar until it pops, and then hope you see where the next one popped up. But you can make a lot of money this way, and it's also very enjoyable. I find it very enjoyable. So there's a system nearby that has its gate right in the center when you jump in, which makes this very easy. They call it the 000 gate. That is what we're going to do right now. Little mining. The only downside to this gate is it's really far away. But we're pretty much empty, so we're gonna move pretty quickly. So what would everyone say their most anticipated game of 2020 is so far?
Cyberpunk 2077.
Wait, say again?
Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, is that still coming out
Full
this year?
stop. It is on.
I know that
it just got moved.
September, I think, right?
Yeah, it got moved to September.
Oh, okay. I heard it got moved, but I couldn't remember whether it was still.
Yeah, but not to next year, thankfully.
Oh, okay. I'm excited about that one too. I couldn't get into the Witcher games, but I'm really hoping I'll get into this one.
I am very cautiously optimistic about it, in the same way that I'm cautiously optimistic about most games, especially like AAA stuff. I try not to overhype myself because it wound up biting me in the ass multiple times before, and there's a non-zero chance CD Projekt will still manage to screw it up or say bite off more than they can chew.
Right.
As for other games, there's obviously Doom Eternal coming out next month.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the same day as Animal Crossing, which the internet has
That's
is
bold.
very happy about.
That's very bold. It's very bold of them.
Indeed, they are definitely in competition to one another.
That's true.
Never mind.
That's true. They're really not. I still need to finish the 2016 Doom. I still need to finish that one.
You're in for a treat.
Yeah, I got to. I think I first got to hell, and then I'm like, wow, I'm exhausted. I need a break, and then I just haven't gone back to it.
Oh, you stopped at the fun part, mate.
I was having fun, but it's exhausting. The game is intense.
Yeah, I don't blame you, but like you need to get back to it because the best is still ahead of you.
All right. Yeah, I should. Maybe I'll stream it. I'll add that to the list.
It's technically in space.
No. I don't
By the
stream.
way, Brian,
Yeah.
by the way,
Yeah.
the Flashing Lights Emergency Simulator, that got their update today, which includes the tow truck for the police.
Woo! Ooh.
And then there's
Lets
a
you
new,
tow things, I
there's a
presume.
new police call out for the arsonist which is that fire department players assist in multiplayer.
Ooh. Well, that sounds fun. Maybe we should add that back to the calendar at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
So you actually have like cross-branch call-outs.
Yeah. I think we should add it for next month. I think because there's a March update that's coming as well.
Oh.
With an unmarked charger car for police, flashlights and
Oh.
flares for all departments, portable lights for the fire department, extra vehicle lights, additional fire callouts, and extra EMS callouts. So they're going to have new stuff.
I found the pure asteroid. There it is. All right, there it is. Let's go. Okay. Tokens, you're also looking forward to Cyberpunk? Yeah. For me, it's Dying Light 2. Like, nothing else even comes close. So I have no idea.
There's a lot of games I'm liking, but that's the one for me right now.
Yeah. I just am so excited about that. Hang on a second. Hello? You. Vanadium. Ooh, how much is vanadium? Me. Vanadium. Ooh, vanadium is worth a pretty penny. Very nice. All right, let's do this.
Oh, good call on Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. Then again, I'm kind of biased.
Yeah, RGO will be great when it hits Steam. A lot of more people will get it. Which they should have gotten it when it was on Epic, but whatever. Stupid. And it's coming to the Switch too.
I think Satisfactory is also coming out to Steam probably this year too, because that's another
is
Epic
it?
one as well. Yeah,
I know a lot of people
that's
love
the
that one.
like 3D Factorio thing.
Yeah. I can't get into those games. I really tried, but my brain just like shuts down when I look at it. It's like nope.
Yeah,
Damn.
honestly, I couldn't get into Factorio, but Satisfactory for some reason, I guess being 3D, just it works okay with me.
Oh.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I like Space Engineers so much. So
And also, Factorio is even more complicated and requires even more effort to get working.
that's true as well.
I mean, I like it, but it's basically purpose-built for people like me who have an unhealthy love for mathematics, optimization, and whatever the... and also killing aliens.
Broto Sam, yes, Spaz has a ship named after him. In
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
right,
SPZ is named after me.
Yeah, because you absolute madman have managed to complete basically the entire game in the starter ship or something like that.
Yeah, I completed the game in the Platypus. I was the first player to do it, and so I helped design the ship that would be named after me. As a result.
Which isn't it just like the platypus but with 2 turrets instead of like what were the changes for it exactly? Because I don't remember.
So the changes are it has a center line main gun,
Okay.
and it has the 2 turrets on the sides.
And no launcher slot.
It has 1 launcher slot. Yes.
Okay, so arguably it's just an upgrade to the platypus, but it is certainly unique.
That's a serious upgrade. 2 turrets?
Yeah. 2 turrets side mounted so that they can fire forward.
Yeah.
It has it's a ship that you have to be a little crazy to fly, because it's either going to put both of your turrets on target or neither of them. And you have no control over it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was about to say there's no turret control in Rebel Galaxy because they're supposed to be point defense turrets that just shoot at whatever's the closest. They're never
Right.
supposed to be your primary methods of damage because your fighter-sized ships, their turrets are used basically as point defense. Because for some reason I was thinking that because I got confused with Void Destroyer 2, which I play recently, which does actually have a fairly extensive amount of control. You put over turrets, you either set them to only shoot at what you're targeting, or at everything else, or at missiles, or whatever you want them to shoot at.
Yeah, I learned the hard way. If you're doing a mining laser run, which I did, and I have pictures of it, mining turrets will not shoot at missiles. So for that entire run, I had exactly 0 missiles shot down.
Oh boy.
So I presume you spammed the crap out of your ECM.
Oh, hell yes.
I mean, it's what I do, but I just fly, the dingo, not the platypus.
Well, no, for that run, I went with the platypus up until I could get into... Let's see. Yeah, I used both of the cargo ships for that. But I was turret focused and only mining lasers.
Of course.
Hello, Furdammer, over on Twitch. Welcome. Your name doesn't look familiar to me, so welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. Hello. We're having our first of what I think might be a weekly chill and hang. End of week. Let's just shoot the crap while my wife's not here. Type of thing. Even if she was here, I might still make this a weekly thing. I'm very much enjoying doing this.
Totally okay with this. Just sit down and talk to people for a week. Here's the thing. It's currently open in the Discord and there's 4 people here. There's not a huge demand for it. So I'd say this is perfectly doable simply because, there's not a lot of people doing it. The time is also, well, not perfect. It's just past midnight here, but pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
As opposed to the usual time you say you're doing your podcast, which is 3 in the sodding morning for me.
Well, we started doing it after I had a job, and 2 of our co-hosts still have full-time jobs, so...
I mean, yeah, I understand perfectly. I'm the one in the weird time zone.
Well, I think next week our guest is in France, I think. Was that it? Ooh, that might be it. Ooh. Let's find out. Ooh, I wonder if that's it. Okay. It's hard to tell. I'm mining pure asteroids, which means when one pops, another one appears somewhere randomly, and you gotta find it, and sometimes they can be really hard to spot. But you get 3,000 experience for it, and however much money the materials is. So it's a really fun way to do some fun mining. What time zone are you in, Brodo Sam? Crap, I'm gonna fly right freaking past it. Well, that's the Pure alright, though. Damn thing, I just flew right freaking past. Because, yeah, we got people all over the place. Spaz and I are in California. Memory Leak, where are you?
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Ooh, where? Oh, have we had this discussion? Because I am from Pennsylvania.
Yes, I am originally from Philly.
Okay, we probably have had this discussion because so am I. So I'm sure we have probably had this discussion. I just have a terrible memory, and I apologize. Oh, Brodo Sam is in Croatia. Whoa! That is also far away from me. Not from you, but from me. That's also quite far. Wow. Croatia, hello. 20 minutes past midnight here. Is that the same as you, Shogun?
Yes, it's like 20 minutes past midnight.
Yeah, same time zone. How funny.
Oh, Croatia. Yeah, Croatia is roughly in the same in the same geographical area, which adds another post to my theory that if you like space games, you're either old or Eastern European.
Or both.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Or
Exactly,
both.
or both. Yes. Oh. I think iron pays super well. Oh no, not bad. Oh, did it pop? No, it didn't pop. Okay. So you wait until the thing pops, and this one won't take long to pop because it's so small. And then stare at the radar and hope you see where the next one pops up. Oh. Oh, did not see where the next one pops up. Oh boy. Not gonna be that one. Nope, nope. Can't bring up the map. Can't I bring up the map? Let's see. How are we looking at cargo? Oh, not much. That's the downside to pure mining is you usually don't get a lot per asteroid. Is a shame. Can still be a nice payout. Okay. It's gonna be a problem if I can't bring up the frickin' map. Old games, y'all. Old games. For some reason the map has decided to stop working. Oh, that was stupid, Brian. Too close, too close.
How dead are you?
No, I'm not dead. I could have been. That would have been a disaster. But thankfully, I missed the gate. Though I could have hit it. Good, good, good. Okay. Oh, really? Really? Oh, oh. God, that could also be it. Uh-uh. Hey, Streamlocked. How are you? Welcome to our potentially new weekly thing. It's so hard to tell. I don't think that's it. Come on. Bet you that one's it. How can I find out? I hope that one's it. Oh my god. We might have to fly back here and figure it out. Oh. What? Oh. $9.80 Friday off? What does that mean? What's a $9.80 Friday off? I've never heard that phrase before.
Is it like working hours or something?
I don't know. Like maybe for every 80 hours you work, which is 2 weeks, you get take 9 off. You know? Like maybe if you work 2 weeks, the next week you can take whatever day off, you know? Maybe? Maybe?
Or it was supposed to be 9. Okay, Streamlock, could you please explain what that number means?
Oh god, this is
Because
not the...
we're all very confused. Oh.
Dev working
9 hours a day. Okay, so 40 hours a week, 5 8-hour shifts. Work 9 hours a day, then get every other Friday off.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that makes sense. It's an interesting setup, but I guess it works.
It's not the pure asteroid. God damn it. Okay. God damn it. Gonna find you, little pure asteroid. I'm gonna find you. I am. Gonna find you. I'm gonna find you, little fishy. We've been watching a lot of Red Dwarf lately. Well, I thought of that. Yep. Well remembered. It is definitely a cat reference. I love the cat. Hard to choose a favorite character, but the cat might be mine. Tough though, I love them all. If it's not the cat, it's Crichton probably. The Rimmer is also awesome. What is this thing? Well, I think it's fair to say Is Rimmer is probably everyone's favorite in a way. What a guy. What a guy. I'll tell you guys, even though I'm underemployed, having a BritBox subscription is insanely worth it. Mostly for Red Dwarf. Okay, is this gonna be it? Freaking tell. Oh, maybe. This might be it. Oh, I might have found it. Oh, that'd be so nice if I found it. It's so hard to tell. I love The Expanse. A lot of us are Expanse fans around here. I have to finish season 4. I've started season 4, but I have to finish it. And I'm on the last book of the book series, and I gotta tell you, I don't know how, if they're even going to try to follow the stuff in the books, because jeez Louise, I don't know how they do it on a television special effects budget. You need a lot more actors and like amazing all these special effects, and it's like, whoa. I think that's it.
They've already wrapped up the filming on season 5. Now it's
What?
just in post.
Already?
Yeah, that's what I heard too. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, that is the pure. Oh, that's great.
I still have 3 and 4 to go through.
They are great. Yeah, the next God, yeah, it's just the next couple of books are so insane. And there's a time jump and everything. It's crazy. Yeah, the books are nuts, and I love them, and I have no idea how they're going to adapt them to television if they even try. Oh god, I'm not hitting right for the asteroid, am I? Oh god, 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 oh god. Oh my god, that was close. Jeez, Ruben. I probably should stop soon. I think I'm going to head back after this. I am cutting it too close now with some of this stuff, and I need to stop. Well, Amazon round trip. Amazon funds it now, so I mean,
Sorry.
bless you. So it's kind of sad, but I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, they're not gonna. They're the sole, you know, the sole people funding it now, so it kind of makes sense. Prime is worth owning. I mean, even for the video stuff, but just the shipping? So worth it.
Yeah, if you use Amazon a lot, then
Oh god, it pays for itself.
it effectively pays for itself, yeah.
Whereas I don't, because Amazon doesn't like Poland for some reason.
Really?
Well, that's true.
Basically, there doesn't seem to be a dedicated Amazon Poland website, and none of the sellers, there are very few sellers, even within Europe for Amazon, unless maybe I'm not looking. There's Amazon.co.uk, which is the closest. However, the problem is Amazon segregates very heavily, like stuff. Basically, there's say a German Amazon, but it's German language, and you can only buy stuff from Germany in there, and so on and so forth. It's all sort of region locked in a way, and there is no dedicated Amazon Poland, so you have to buy stuff overboard and over abroad.
Oh.
And I've had very bad experiences with that because, you know, international shipping is kind of a nightmare.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wait,
I've gotten better like customer service from random eBay sellers than from Amazon themselves. So
Wait, there's a new Lost Fleet series coming out?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh. I gotta finish the current series. The current trilogy. I have to finish. But oh, I love the Lost Fleet. Oh my god, that's so exciting. Good for him.
Holy shit! Like that's the best news I've heard in a while.
That is great news. That makes me so happy. I am so glad. I gotta. I also have to finish. What was the one? There was another series that took place on the Syndicate worlds. That wasn't as great, but it's not bad, but it's not as great. I gotta finish that one too. I'm currently reading the one with the beginnings of the Alliance, which is pretty good. Nothing beats the original series.
So it expands past the, because I've actually have all the books, but I've not finished them. I'm at like book 4, and I kind of gave up. So they do eventually, you know, get the whole hyperspace key thing out of Syndicate space.
Yeah.
Okay, I've not read the books in English, so I will not follow the terms 100% because I can't.
We had the author on the podcast a little while back.
Really?
Oh yeah, because we love the books, and his depiction of space combat is wonderful. So we're like, we got to have you on so we can talk about that. Yeah, I don't remember which episode it was, but yeah, we had him on a couple of years ago. Such a nice guy. Such a bloody nice guy.
God. I would
Yeah.
say you're moving up in the world, but apparently that was way back. But I'll be honest, that's one thing I've always found amazing. Like, considering the relative size of your channel, you get some really high profile podcast guests somehow through means I don't like. I'm guessing it's because no one else tries, because that's the best explanation I have.
Well, it helps that we're a very specific niche. Like, we don't have a huge audience, but the audience we do have is very dedicated and very willing to spend money on the right products. So
Sorry.
it's okay. It's late where you are. I'm about to wrap up anyway, because now the wife is on the way home, and I've gotten close to crashing twice in the last half hour. So it's like, yeah, I should stop.
Yeah, you might want to take a break.
Yeah, I need to go dock. So now is the perfect time to head back to base. And folks, again, this game is called Jumpgate. If you haven't played it, it is free to play, completely and utterly free. Don't know how, but it is. You can go to jumpgate-tri.org. Hang on, let me double check that. Yeah, jumpgate-tri.org, and you can download and play for free. And it is great.
Play it. It desperately needs the players. Good lord.
Yeah, it is an older game, so it's not it's not as pretty as, say, Elite, and it has old school sensibilities in that it can be very difficult and uncaring, but it is also very rewarding. And if you like to play stuff to chill to, listen to music, to podcast, to chat with people, this is a great low-key game to just like do what we've been doing, just chatting. It is the perfect game for that. Hello? Oh, you're home already. But I just saw it. I am streaming at the moment. I'll be done shortly.
Hello, Miss
Okay?
Ruben. Mrs.
I'm
Ruben,
streaming.
sorry.
I'm streaming at the moment, but I'll be done shortly. Okay. And everyone in the chat says hello.
Hello, everyone.
I don't know. Did you guys hear that?
I absolutely did.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay. It's kind of hard to tell because I have a gate up on the mic to avoid background noise.
Yeah, I understand why, but we definitely did hear the very enthusiastic hello, everyone.
What was that, honey? I have a weirdness filter to prevent people from hearing you. Yes, exactly. I call it the wife filter.
The white filter.
No, that's a way to get in trouble real quick if you have something called a wife filter.
Yeah,
let me tell you.
Yeah, that's the. There are fewer ways worse to phrase it worse.
I know, that's why it was funny. But yeah, folks, this game is free. You should definitely try it. It has a learning curve. It has a tutorial. It's very bare bones. But it's a great game. It's free. It needs more people playing it. It really does. And there's a lot to do. There's combat, there's mining, there's hauling, there are missions, all kinds of missions to keep you busy. It's got role-playing elements like levels, so you have to reach a certain level to get a certain ship and yada yada. It's got a fascinating flight model that is semi-Newtonian. Because it has drag in space. Sure. But it also has great combat and a really great community. So,
Of 10 people.
yeah, but I mean, again, it's a great game to chill to. And God, can you imagine if we got 10 people playing this? The funny thing is, even though there are 4 people playing in the entire universe, I ran into 2 of them.
So they all sort of hang around the same places, I guess.
I was surprised to see that. I didn't think I'd see anybody, but I saw 2 other players. So yay.
Docking procedure.
So yeah, it's a great game. It's just very 2001. Let's just say it is very. It's almost 90s in the way it plays out. Let's see. That's not bad. Almost half a million from that.
Transaction complete.
What?
Transaction complete.
That's a weird little bug.
Transaction complete.
Yeah. So made almost $1 million out of that run. And and I got a lot of XP too. What level am I at? I don't even know. Oh, level 33. So I just need 23,000 more XP to reach level 34. Okay. Streamlock, we don't know who restored this game. It was officially shut down in 2012. And about a year later, roughly, we think they're in Russia, some mysterious Russian benefactors somehow made it all alive again and free. Don't know how. So I think this is a thing we can do weekly. I think we'll try it for another couple of weeks and see how it sits. But I dug it. I thought it was fun, and it was really fun to chat with people.
I'd be perfectly fine with it. This is
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. It was really fun to hang out and chat. And so, yeah, folks, I think we're going to try this again next Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific time. And we'll see how it sits for a few weeks. So thank you so much for hanging out with us today. If you haven't followed us yet on Twitch, please do so. That'd be great. And if you want to find out how you can help Space Game Junkie become a full-time endeavor, I don't know. Should I stop asking this at every stream? I don't know.
I
feel
say
like
you should. I
think
don't
it
know.
needs to be said. I think it needs to be said.
I think it does. Yeah.
I think I'm
Yeah,
still
people don't
small.
know.
Yeah, I think I'm still small enough that people don't know. We're trying to make this a full-time endeavor, so you can go to spacegamejunkie.com for a link to everything we do. But we have a support page there with links to our Patreon, our merch store, all that stuff. So if you want to help us out, even $1 a month or at all helps. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will see you back here Monday morning at 9 a.m. For some more Starships Unlimited. And also on Monday, we're going to have another Bloody Rally Show stream with a giveaway. I got 2 more keys from the developer, so we're going to do another giveaway on Monday. That'll be fun. So
I'm guessing he really liked the last stream then.
That last stream was so much fun. I got a lot of followers out of it for one thing. It turned into a 4.5 hour stream, and the using the game for the tool to do the giveaway was wonderful. I loved it. So we're just going to do that.
It was a brilliant idea on your part, I will admit.
Thank you. I love it, and I'm just going to do it for everything now. We're going to have more giveaways, and that's going to be the way we do it. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you back here Monday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific. Good night, y'all.